Chosen one, freeze that thought right now. The defense you are building in your mind, the explanation you are desperate to give, that one last text you are drafting to set the record straight, delete it from your spirit. Do not let it reach your lips. Do not let your fingers type a single letter. God woke you up with this urgent message because you are standing at the edge of a spiritual crime scene, and the enemy is begging you to leave your fingerprints on it. You think you need to speak up to save your reputation. You think you need to explain your side so they understand. That is the trap. God is issuing a divine command over your life in this very second. Stay out of it. You are not being silenced because you are weak. You are being saved. You are blocking God's aim. If you step back in your spirit right now, God will strike. But if you keep trying to be the judge, you will become the defendant. The extraction window is closing. Before I reveal why your instinct to fix this is actually a death trap, I need you to commit to this next hour. Do not click away, do not scroll, because if you leave now, you will walk right back into the ambush blindly. By the end of this message, I am going to hand you the exact legal precedents from the courts of heaven to win this case without you ever opening your mouth. I will show you the 7 specific baits the enemy is setting for you in the next 72 hours to trick you into breaking your silence. And we will seal a protection over your life that no accusation can penetrate. This is not just a video. It is your survival kit for the next 7 days. Stay with me now. Let us deal with the fire burning in your chest. I know it hurts. I know exactly what you are feeling right now. You are sitting there, and your mind is racing at 1,000 miles per hour. You have the evidence. You have the truth. You might even have the screenshots. And there is a voice screaming in your head that says, if I do not say something, they will get away with it. If I stay silent, it looks like I am guilty. If I do not intervene, this whole thing will fall apart. That voice is your fixer instinct. It is the part of you that has always carried the burden. You are the chosen one, which means for your entire life, you have been the one who steps in when things go wrong. You are the one who cleans up the family mess. You are the one who mediates the conflicts. You are the one who stays late to finish the project because everyone else is incompetent. It is woven into your DNA to be the savior, to be the one who cares the most. And usually that is your superpower. But right now, in this specific season, that superpower is being used as a weapon against you. The enemy knows he cannot defeat you in a fair fight. He knows you are too anointed, too covered, and too wise to fall for obvious sins. So he is not trying to tempt you with evil. He is tempting you with responsibility. He is using your own good heart, your own desire for justice, and your own need to fix things as the bait to drag you into a battle that does not belong to you. He wants you to step into the ring. He wants you to reply. He wants you to defend yourself, because the moment you engage, you lower your vibration to match the frequency of the chaos. You are trying to be the lawyer for a case that God has already assigned to himself. You need to understand the spiritual physics of what is happening. 2 entities cannot occupy the same space at the same time. As long as you are standing in the middle of the problem, trying to manage it, trying to control the narrative, God has to stand back. His hands are tied because your hands are all over the situation. You are literally in his way. This is why the scripture in Exodus 14:14 is so often misunderstood. You have heard it 1,000 times, the Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. It sounds nice. It sounds comforting, like God wants you to just relax. But that is the English translation, and it is weak. When we look at the original Hebrew, the phrase "hold your peace" comes from the word sharash. And sharash does not just mean to be quiet. It means to be deaf. It means to cut off your senses. It means to construct a wall of silence so thick that you cannot hear the accusations and they cannot hear your response. It is an active, aggressive military stance. It is not the silence of a victim who is afraid to speak. It is the silence of a king who does not need to explain himself to a peasant. When God told the Israelites to hold their peace at the Red Sea, the Egyptian army was charging at them. Chariots were rumbling, horses were screaming, dust was flying. It was loud, it was terrifying, and the instinct of every man there was to scream back, to run, to fight, to do something. But the command was Sharash, go deaf to the noise. Do not let the panic dictate your movement. Hold your formation. God is saying the same thing to you right now. The situation you are facing is loud. The people involved are loud. The rumors might be loud. The disrespect is loud. And your flesh wants to match that volume. You want to scream back. You want to prove them wrong. But God is saying, Sharash, go deaf to it. Do not let their chaos enter your spirit. This is the hardest thing you will ever do. It takes more strength to hold your tongue than it does to unleash it. It takes more power to stand still than it does to attack. But you must understand why God is demanding this of you. God does not care about your comfort right now. He cares about your safety. He is not trying to calm you down. He is trying to stop you from being infected. There is a contagion in that conflict that you do not see, and if you touch it, even with good intentions, it will cost you your promotion. Let me be very clear about this contagion. Most people, even highly spiritual people, completely misunderstand why God calls for silence. You think this is about your emotional wellness. You think God sees you stressed out and just wants you to relax. That is the false summit. If you think this is about peace, you will fail the test. Because the moment you start feeling a little better, God is not trying to bring you peace right now. He is trying to bring you safety. This is not a spa day. This is a quarantine. Picture yourself standing in front of your bathroom mirror late at night. The house is quiet. The lights are harsh. You look at your reflection and you see the dark circles under your eyes. You see a person who is exhausted, not from physical labor, but from the heaviness of carrying a situation that refuses to be fixed. You look at yourself and you wonder, why does this drain me so much? Why does a simple argument or a misunderstanding leave me feeling like I have run a marathon? The answer is physics. Spiritual physics. What God showed me about you. You are in a season of heavy acceleration. You are being prepared for an upgrade. Your spirit is vibrating at the frequency of your next level. Your mind is being rewired. Your energy is being calibrated. You are not the same person you were 6 months ago. God has been stretching you, breaking old patterns, detaching you from toxic relationships, removing habits that no longer serve you. You are in transition, and transitions are dangerous. This is why surgeons quarantine a patient after an organ transplant. The patient's immune system is compromised. If they are exposed to even a common cold, it could kill them. Not because the cold is that dangerous, but because the body is in a vulnerable state. You are spiritually post-op right now. Your old defenses have been stripped away, and your new ones are not fully activated yet. Every person carries a frequency. It is the energetic signature of their spirit. When you are around someone who is bitter, you can feel it without them saying a word. When you are around someone who is anxious, it rubs off on you. When you are around someone who is lying, your gut knows, even if your brain does not. This is not mysticism. This is spiritual law. Frequencies transfer through proximity and engagement. The more you engage with a contaminated frequency, the more it seeps into your own energy field. This is why God commanded the Israelites to destroy certain cities entirely and not to take any spoils of war. It was not about cruelty. It was about contamination protocol. If they brought even one item back from a cursed city, the curse would spread to the entire camp. The conflict you are being pulled into is contaminated with low-frequency energy, rage, bitterness, manipulation, lies, gossip, shame. And if you step into that energy field to defend yourself, you will absorb it. You will become infected. Your frequency will drop. Your clarity will fog. your discernment will dull, and the very promotion you are being groomed for will be delayed or revoked entirely. God is not keeping you silent to punish you. He is keeping you silent to protect the gift He is about to release. Now let me show you the legal framework for why your silence is actually more powerful than your defense. This is going to blow your mind. In the book of Jude, verse 9, there is a strange story that most preachers skip over because they do not understand its legal implications. Michael the archangel is in a dispute with the devil over the body of Moses. Think about that for a second. This is Michael, one of the most powerful warriors in heaven. He has authority, he has rank, he has the ability to absolutely destroy the devil in a direct confrontation. The devil is accusing, he is lying, he is twisting the narrative about Moses, trying to claim legal rights to his body based on the fact that Moses was a murderer in Egypt. And Michael, one of the most powerful beings in heaven, does not argue. He does not present evidence. He does not explain why the devil is wrong. He does not list all the reasons Moses deserves honor. He does not defend Moses' character. Instead, Michael says 6 words, "The Lord rebuke you." That is it. He substitutes himself with God. He steps out of the courtroom and lets the judge handle the case. This is called the law of substitution. When you refuse to defend yourself and instead say the Lord rebuke you by your actions, you are invoking a legal precedent in the courts of heaven. You are stepping out of the defendant's chair and letting God take over as both your lawyer and your judge. And here is the secret that will change everything for you. God cannot lose. He has never lost a case. He has never been outsmarted. He has never been caught off guard. He has infinite evidence, infinite witnesses, and infinite authority. But he can only represent you if you stop representing yourself. As long as you are in the courtroom arguing, God has to wait in the hallway. The moment you walk out and say, "I am not qualified to defend this, let the Lord handle it," God walks in and takes over. And when God walks into a courtroom, the case is already won. Now, let me show you the 7 baits the enemy will use in the next 72 hours to trick you into breaking your silence. Bait number 1. The lie that demands correction. Someone will say something about you that is factually false. It will be so absurd, so ridiculous, that your logic will scream, "I have to correct this or people will believe it." Do not take the bait. Let the lie sit. God will expose it without you saying a word. Bait number 2, the emotional guilt trip. Someone will say, "I thought we were closer than this. I thought you cared. How can you just ignore me?" They will use your compassion against you. Do not take the bait. Silence is not cruelty. It is strategy. Bait number 3, the false emergency. You will get a message that says, "We need to talk right now. This cannot wait." It is designed to trigger your panic response. Do not take the bait. If it is truly urgent, God will make a way that does not require you to break your silence. Bait number 4. The public accusation. They will post something on social media or say something in a group chat to force your hand. They want you to defend yourself publicly. Do not take the bait. Let them shout into the void. Your silence will make them look unstable. Bait number 5, the apology trap. They will send a fake apology designed to lure you back into conversation. "I am sorry, can we talk?" The goal is not reconciliation. The goal is re-engagement. Do not take the bait. Bait number 6, the third-party messenger. Someone who is neutral will reach out and say, "Hey, I think you should talk to them. They are really hurt." That person is not neutral. They are a flying monkey. Do not take the bait. Bait number 7, the distorted reality. They will rewrite history and tell a version of events that makes you the villain. You will want to scream. That is not what happened. Do not take the bait. The truth does not need you to defend it. It will defend itself. If this message is resonating with you and helping you navigate this spiritual battle, consider sending a super thanks to keep this channel bringing you these urgent revelations. Your support allows us to continue delivering the messages God is speaking over your life. Now let me give you proof that this works. I know a woman named Sarah. Her siblings were trying to force her to sign over her inheritance from their deceased father. They gathered at a family meeting, armed with lies, fake documents, and emotional manipulation. They accused her of being selfish, greedy, ungrateful. They said she did not love the family. They told her that their father would be ashamed of her. They had rehearsed their attack. They knew exactly which buttons to push. One sister cried on cue. The brother slammed his fist on the table and yelled about family loyalty. Another sibling brought up things Sarah had done wrong 20 years ago. It was a coordinated ambush designed to break her down psychologically so she would sign the papers just to make it stop. Her throat felt tight, like she was being strangled. She had the documents in her bag to prove they were lying. She had the will. She had the lawyer's letter. She had text messages showing they had been planning this for months. She wanted to slam them on the table and scream, "You are liars and I can prove it." Every fiber of her being wanted to defend herself, but she remembered the protocol. She realized that this was not her family anymore. This was a courtroom, and she was not the defender. She was the one under attack, which meant she needed to invoke the Michael protocol, so she did something terrifying. She took a deep breath, looked them in the eye, and said absolutely nothing. She did not sign their papers. She did not argue. She did not cry. She did not explain. She stood up, picked up her purse, and walked out of the house. Her siblings were furious. They expected a fight. They had prepared for a fight. They had scripts ready for every argument she might make. When she did not fight, they panicked. They started calling her phone. She did not answer. They sent group texts. She did not respond. They showed up at her house. She did not open the door. For 3 days, she held her peace. And during those 3 days, something supernatural happened. They turned on each other. Without a common enemy to attack, their alliance crumbled. 3 days later, the brother, in a fit of rage, sent a text message to the sister admitting to the fraud they were planning. He accidentally included Sarah in the group chat. Sarah did not have to hire a private investigator. She did not have to scream. By staying silent, she let them expose themselves. The text message was admissible evidence in court. She won everything because she refused to speak. That is the power of the Michael protocol. When you say, "The Lord rebuke you by your actions," God forces the enemy to make a mistake. He forces them to overplay their hand. So now you have the law. You have the baits to avoid. You have the evidence that this works. But there is one burning question left in your spirit. I can hear it, you are asking. Okay, I will stay silent. I will stay out. But for how long? When will God actually step in? Here is the timeline that the Spirit is pressing heavily upon me. God is not asking you to maintain this level of intense silence forever. He is asking for a specific window of 3 to 7 days. Why this number? Because 3 days is the period of resurrection. It takes 3 days for a dead situation to be raised into new life, and 7 days is the period of completion. God is showing me that the next 3 to 7 days are the critical extraction window. This is why the title of this message warned you, don't wait. The court is in session right now, the gavel is raised. If you can maintain the contamination protocol, if you can refuse the baits and hold your peace for just this short window, you are going to see a shift so rapid, it will make your head spin. But you cannot enter this window while you are still tethered to the problem. We need to perform a spiritual operation right now. We need to sever the energetic cord that is keeping you fed on the trauma. In Genesis 19, the angels told Lot and his family to flee Sodom. The command was specific: escape for your life. Look not behind thee. Lot's wife failed because she was still emotionally tied to the city she was leaving. She looked back and she was calcified. She became a pillar of salt. She stopped moving forward. You cannot afford to look back. You cannot afford to keep checking on the situation mentally. We are going to cut that tie right now, not with your hands, but with your spirit. I want you to use your imagination. It is the most powerful weapon you have. Keep your eyes open or closed. It does not matter. Just focus your mind. I want you to visualize a thick, dark cord extending from your solar plexus, right in the pit of your stomach where you feel that anxiety. See that cord stretching out and connecting you to that person, to that conflict, to that specific misunderstanding. That cord is how the enemy is draining your energy. It is how he is feeding you fear. In your mind, I want you to look at your right hand. Visualize that you are holding a sword of light. It is humming with power. It is sharp. It is divine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs. And as you exhale, I want you to visualize yourself swinging that sword down through the cord with mighty force. Slash it. See the cord snap. Watch the end that was connected to the problem recoil and wither away like a dead vine. It falls to the dust. It cannot touch you anymore. Feel the snap in your gut. Feel the sudden release of tension in your stomach. The heavy weight that was pulling on you is gone. You are free. You are disconnected. You are no longer their source of supply, and they are no longer your source of pain. Welcome to the quarantine zone. You have now officially stepped out of the line of fire. You are standing in your own personal Goshen. The storm may rage outside. The accusations may fly, but they cannot cross the bloodline of your silence. You are hidden in the cleft of the rock. But we are not done. We have severed the tie, we have established the legal precedent, and we have entered the safety zone. Now we must lock the door behind us. We must set a seal upon this work so that the enemy cannot pry it open again when you wake up tomorrow morning. We are going to perform the final activation ceremony to make this permanent. I need you to shift your posture. Wherever you are right now, shift your posture. If you are lying down, lie straight like an arrow. Visualize yourself in that high court, wearing your new garments, standing behind the heavy doors of the quarantine zone. You are safe here. This is not a normal prayer. This is a sealing ceremony. We are going to seal the law of substitution over your case. I want you to receive these words not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Open your hands in your lap or in your mind to receive the seal. Father, in the name of the Supreme Judge of the universe, I bring this chosen one before the throne of grace. You see their heart. You see the tears they have swallowed. You see the burning desire they have had to fix this mess, to explain themselves, to fight for justice. But today they surrender the gavel to you. I seal the contamination protocol over their mind right now. I decree that for the next 7 days their eyes are blind to the provocation, their ears are deaf to the rumors, and their tongue is tied against the defense. I place a spiritual guard over their mouth. They will not speak, they will not text, they will not engage. I bind the spirit of entrapment that has been hunting them. I bind the 7 baits of the enemy, the lie, the distortion, the guilt trip, the false emergency. I declare that every arrow shot at them will hit the shield of faith and fall harmlessly to the ground. They will see the bait and they will walk past it. I seal the law of substitution over this case. Because this chosen one has stepped out, Father, I ask you to step in. I invoke the Michael Protocol. Let the Lord rebuke the devourer. Let the Lord silence the accuser. I decree that the evidence which has been hidden is being brought to light right now while they sleep. I declare a verdict. I prophesy that within the next 3 to 7 days the atmosphere will shift, the phone will ring with good news, or the silence will bring total peace. The enemy will overplay his hand, and the trap he set for this chosen one will snap back on his own neck. Chosen one, do you receive this protection? Do you commit to the silence? In your spirit, say yes. Shout it in the silence of your soul. Yes, then it is done. The seal is set. The door is locked. The case is out of your hands. You are dismissed from the battlefield. Go into your peace. Do not look back. If this sealing prayer has touched your spirit and you want to sow into the continuation of these prophetic messages, a super thanks is a powerful way to partner with this ministry. Every seed you plant returns to you multiplied in the spiritual realm. Now, I need you to do 3 things. First, drop a comment below and type the word Sharash, so I know you are committing to the silence protocol for the next 7 days. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because God is going to give you a follow-up message within 72 hours that will confirm your breakthrough. Third, share this video with one other chosen one who is fighting the urge to defend themselves right now. They need to hear this. The battle is over. The verdict is sealed. Walk in your victory.